Cool, we are live. Is anybody with me? Twice in a day. So yeah, what we were doing, we were figuring out stuff. So yeah, why I was on break, I figured out that this is that this won't scale, right? The thing where we are setting the HTML attributes, or where is it? Where are we setting it? Oh yeah, here, X data, right? We need like some scalable way of it because in this line we can't keep adding things and there will be arrays as well of storing data and then some code as well. So there is one way we can do that. One way we can do that in Alpine is using globals. Okay. So we can build a global store. Okay. Offer the global state management through Alpine dot store API, or we can use Alpine dot data. In that case, you can just give it a name that this is the data available and we should be good to go. So that we can do. We can come here to new script, JavaScript. Okay. Here we can then say this. What's the difference between this and then reuse within your application? That is fine. Store. Offers a global state management through this defines an Alpine store inside of listener. In case of including, or you can define it manually. You can access data from any store within Alpine expressions using $ store magic property. Okay. If you define this, and then you can access using this. So I'm thinking whether it should be data or a store. We can do a store. Let's do a store. And I will call it not dark mode. It will be hmm, register, registration, booking form. Booking form. And then here we will have number of attendees. Attendees as one, right? And now we don't have to do this. We can leave it just to the counter. Okay. So we can go back now. We can go to the div and we can change this to what did they say? $store dot store name dot on. Okay. $store dot booking form dot. Okay. Store dot booking form. I will copy it here. So now we are in a better position. So we have a handle of it. Okay. Nobody's in the chat. That is fine. I am alone. Okay. It broke. Did we do anything wrong? Let's check our client script. Booking form is the correct name. You can add a console.log here. Just see the console.log. Anything Alpine. You are with me? Thanks, Abdullah, please. So I don't think we need the script tag. It's actually a script. I think that was the issue, probably. Yep. Now let's preview. Yeah. But why is the default not one? Probably because, yeah, we didn't set it to one in store. Is that it? Number of attendees. 10Ds. It's with an S. Yes, now it works. So we just refactored it a bit so we can define our data in the JavaScript and not just play with this small input area here. Okay. Okay, let's begin. So the next interesting dynamic thing is getting the add-on checkboxes. Okay. So if we check our data script, we have available add-ons here. So each one will be rendered as a checkbox, and the title will be the checkbox's title will be this. Okay. Okay. So that will come in a new div. And in this div, we will have a loop. And this can also be in backend. And for add on in available add-ons, right? We need a checkbox. Input type is check. Input type is check. Okay. Checkbox HTML. I haven't written normal HTML in a while. Checkbox. Let's copy this checkbox box, and then I need a label for that. Label will be dynamic add-on dot title, and this will be ID. This is called, this ID will also be dynamic. We can call it add-on and add-on dot name. This will also come here. Let's preview. Everything's broken now. No, it works. So if you see, here we have the meal, and it is dynamic, of course. Nice. So if I say two attendees, two meals, and now we need to just figure out. So you won't find this. I don't think you'll find it anywhere. Uh, what do you say? That common. That front end and back end right through here playing nice together. So some is Jinja, some is dynamic templating. So I like it. But yeah, you depends on the taste. So now I will have more. Now this will be front end, right? That whether the options will be shown or not. This time we'll need template. template, template, and we'll go to Alpine and see conditional rendering. X if equal to whatever. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. So what will be the condition? If um hmm. If they check it, that's for sure. So we'll have to somehow bind a model value to this model, right? We'll have to say whether they have selected it or not. We haven't even bound the other ones yet. For now, I'll just render this um, in case. So we'll have to add a Jinja here, which will say add-on dot user selects option, right? Then I will add a div here. Okay. Options go here. Bit. Let's build it bit by bit. Meal. No, it's not visible here. None is not defined. X if none. Okay. So this is none. Let's see what it is called actually. User selects option is one and not none. Option. Okay. Yeah, options go here. And now we'll have to render those options. We will loop over again. See, that is why I said we can't just do it in normal builder. It's not that straightforward. For option in, right? Either we can pre-process it in the data script. I think we should pre-process it. Add-on dot options. This will be a select. Or did I like press whatever I did? Let me just revert back. Don't worry, we will probably clean it up. Okay. And for, and then this becomes the option, and this again ginger. Okay. Let's try what happens without fixing stuff. Okay, uncaught exception. Name expected. Oh, and 4 is gone, I think. That is there. Hey Shivam, what is up? Rare to see Shivam on live stream. Even if he watches, he may not be replying. So, option in add-ons dot options. Let's see the data script. Options. Let's process it here itself. For add-on in add-ons, add-on dot options equal to add-on dot add-on dot options dot split. Cool. Let's see. See, vegetarian, non-vegetarian. Now this should work. Yes, vegetarian, non-vegetarian. And why this much? Because now what will happen is, now if I, let me just publish it for a bit. This is all dynamic, okay? So if I go back and say that there is one more add-on, this is a t-shirt, it's save, let's say 200. Go back, refresh, throw, runtime object is not iterable, not callable. Some server script broke. I think I know why. Because here dot split we are calling, but there might not be option. If add-on dot user selects an option, then only do this. Let's go back, publish. Again error. Okay. Ah, top level template code. Let's preview. Server error. None-time object is not iterable. Doesn't have much context. But the data is correct here. Mhm. Mhm. It showed up until we made this change. What change? Uh, we probably. Huh. Oh, this could be Jinja as well, I think. Okay, wait. This could be Jinja at a level above. If add-on dot. So what is happening is like this template doesn't get evaluated in the in the back end. It does in the front end, but before that, this is evaluated and options is none. So that is the issue, I guess. So we can say extra level of safety here. And if then only this template is even rendered, otherwise not. Yes, it works now. So if you see t-shirt, meal. Yeah, this meal is also, yeah, we'll figure that out. But at least now we have that, right? We have to figure out the data structure on how to store this stuff. But now we have all things dynamic. And if I go back to t-shirt and I will say user selects option, S, M, XL, XXL. Fine. Go back. You will see t-shirt also has this. So now this is fully dynamic. You can run your own events without add-ons, with add-ons, whatever you like. Fine. This was that. So now we need to build some data structure where it will say, okay, not data script, client script, where we'll store this information. that they're filling, right? Attendees. Okay. This will start not empty, I guess, but full name is empty. Email is empty. Ticket type is empty. And then they will also have add-ons. Hmm. Add-ons can also be a list, I guess. Let's see if we can do this. So, which add-on? The name of the add-on, I guess. Name of the add-on will be something. And then selected a value. We called it value in the backend. So, so I think this should work, but how will we wire this in the front end? So when they say, okay, we need two attendees, this has to be two. And in the HTML, how will we say, okay, how would I have done it in Vue.js? I wouldn't have worried about rendering. Ah, so maybe when the number of attendees they increase, right, or decrease, this basically controls this attendees. So UI is the function of your state, not the other way around, right? So the state is number of attendees. So however many are there in this list. I was thinking the other way around, where how do we populate this based on the number of form elements we have? No, no, no. Let's think it from the other side, where we have if we have one attendee here, then only one will be shown up with the state, whatever is given here, right? And whatever changes, we can easily bind it. But now, how do we get this thing? How do we control this so it is controlled based on the number of attendees? Okay, let's go to Alpine and check. Okay, watch. Yeah, watch. See. So here we can in Alpine in the init we are giving this watch. And does the state have the same thing? Yes, we can put it in init. Where is init? Yes. So what I want is in the init, I want to add a watch. Let's copy this. And I want to watch the number of attendees. And for now, I'll console log. We'll figure it out later. Console.log, number of attendees changed. Let's hit save, play. JavaScript console. Let's dollar this dot dollar sign watch is not a function. Because this refers to something else. Hmm. Okay. And find store watch. Yeah, this dot watch in store objects. Interesting. I could say why we will figure, although currently not. What you can do in the meantime is alpine dot effect inside the init function. Now every time store dot something dot foo changes, the console, this is the easiest way to watch store values. This is working and well. Console log is called when. Also, when other store values are changed, is there a way to check with which value was changed? I'm trying this idea. I define a global variable and I create a general wrapper like the HTML body of running the watch. But I think it's better to define the watch with the store definition of cases like the shown here. Alpine.effect. Let's try this. We have to move it inside the document event listener. Now we want number of attendees. Number of attendees. Let's console log. This won't work, so let's remove it as we tried. Let's preview and 2. If I move myself properly out of this area, you'll see 2, now 3, 4, whatever, right? Whenever this changes, we are in control. Okay, so let's go back to the client script. Yeah, now we can say that alpine dot store dot store booking form dot, okay. Hmm. Attendees will be, so what should happen here? I'm just thinking that when the number of attendees changes, right? We want to make this array or the list, right? So there are two cases. Either they increase it or decrease it, right? But how will we know that they increased it or decreased it? Hmm. Yeah, we'll know. So let current count is equal to length of, so let's say, so booking form state equal to this. So we don't have to call it again and again. Yeah, bookings form state dot attendees. Cool. This is a bit tricky. Hello, hello, Tosik. So Alpine dot effect, get the form, get the number of attendees. If it increased, if number of attendees became greater than the current count, right? We will say for let I equal to 0, I is less than the difference, right? So for example, 3 attendees are there. Now they chose 4. So we want to add one more. Current count I is equal to current count. We can use this. This I remember from some algorithm class. I don't know. I is less than number of attendees. So you start at the current count. You don't have to calculate the difference of it. I plus plus. So then we'll say state dot attendees dot append full name, email, ticket type. Let's not worry about add-ons for now. We'll give an empty list. That is fine. Okay. This is the case handled for if current count is greater than current count is greater than number of attendees. We'll remove the last, however many are there, right? So I'm doing this because if they filled 3 and now they decide to do 4, the three's data will remain as is, but the fourth one will be added. But this has a trade-off that if they are at 4 and they decide to do 3, the data of the last one will be gone. They won't be able to, even if they go back to 4, it will be gone. That's it. So we'll say we want to dot splice. So what splice is? So if you have 1, 2, 3 dot splice, start at say 1, delete count is whatever is the difference. So for example, 2. Start at 1, delete 2. No, it's lies. Lies. Lies was the right one. LLMs would have helped here. But fine. Start at 0, splice 2. If you see, it's gone from there, right? It will return the 2 and then whatever is left. But I don't want to do that. I want to start at mm, very hard to visualize this way. But if I have 1, 2, 3 attendees, actually it starts at 0. So let's take 0 as well. And if they decrease it to 3, so it means the number of attendees is 3, but the current count is 4, right? So we want to cut this off. So we want to start at number of attendees -1, right? And then splice the entire thing. So what happens if we try this again and don't give a number of things? Does it splice to the end? Yeah, it still does the same thing. So we are fine with this. Number of attendees -1. Splice number of attendees -1. That's it. And we can set it back to this. We might not have to, but some cases, the deep nested thing, we'll see. If it doesn't work, we'll make it work. Let's not be too cautious about it. So yeah, this should do it, where it will say, okay, whatever, right? Now let's try to bind this data structure. What I will do is, cool. Let's close this, and instead of this normal loop, right? I in this, it will just be attendees, right? For attendee in attendees. So this will be, let's say A, for example. Or we can do two. Attendee in attendees. We want this to be, now we can bind things. Attendee dot full name. That is why we spent so much time in the data structure. Right? X model, attendee dot email. Then this also X model. Ultimately, we want all the data so in a proper way, so we can send it in the backend and continue with the booking. That's it. And we also need this data for showing the summary. So as soon as we are done with this data structure, summary should be easy to go. Attendee dot, attendee dot, attendee dot. Hmm. Ticket type. Add-ons we will tackle later. Okay, let's try. It broke. I knew it. Len is not defined because it's a Python function, bro. It's a Python function. Dot length len. Okay. What else? Not found. Okay, I shouldn't have refreshed there. Two. Booking start dot append is not a function. What is it called? It's called push. Again, Python. This is why you don't mix two languages. Let's go back. Client script. I've written Python. Cool. We need some sort of autocomplete on this. Yeah, it worked. And how do we inspect the data? Alpine dot Alpine is not there because it is the iframe, I guess that is why. Let's publish the changes. JavaScript console, Alpine, yes. Dot store, or we can do dollar sign store. No, we can't. Alpine dot store. What was it called? Booking form. See, it just has one attendee. If I increase it and see the store, it has two attendees. Target, two attendees, right? And if I do John Doe, oh, ticket type should have been selected automatically. Let's see again. Attendees. If you see John Doe, the data is being captured. Add-ons is an empty array, that is fine. But I'm figuring why the ticket type didn't work. It only works on change, I guess. Uh, Target. Yeah, ticket type is one. One. Okay, it's the ticket type ID, not the title. That is fine. Now we can say Jenny Doe. We can again look at the store. So it's working. If we send this to the backend, along with the add-ons, we should be able to handle the rest of it. But I want ticket type here, even if they don't change it, right? Let's fix that issue. And how will that be fixed? Yeah, that should be okay. One of the options has to be selected. They have good examples. Select a color, red, orange. See, here also they are not being able to. By default, text model is this, that. Okay, fine. Single select. So red could have been selected first. Fill. What is fill? Mhm. What if I do selected? Hmm. Option by default. Yep, let's copy and paste. Okay, let's play. Ah, what happened now, bro? Let's try a more explicit approach. VIP is selected. Let's check the JavaScript console. I just want to make sure that ticket type auto populates. No, no, no. See, earlier it was not there. Fine. Whether it works or not, let's do one thing. Let's inspect. See, the selector doesn't appear. And if I do selected, hmm, loop.first is not working for some reason. Oh, we are doing it at the wrong place. This is add-on options. Ha ha ha. Let's move it. Do the same thing here. Yep. Nope. Doesn't work because Alpine is doing it. I think so. Okay. No. Okay, there is a bug because I left the original one here. Is selected. So, okay, Muhammad Abdul Hafiz says X init selected value equal to element dot options dot zero. Hmm. We'll see, but I'm not sure why this doesn't work. You see, ticket type is still empty. Okay. Select first option. Select Alpine X model. Yes. So we are lucky we are finding selected to your option tags. When X model runs the first time, the select is empty, so it can't select the right option. Okay, so we have to do this. I didn't get it. Let's copy and anyway use it and then we'll find out. Option is not defined. I think I know why. This. This is what it wants. Option is not defined now. Aha. What was the GitHub issue defining then? X model select already does not select the correct option. It selects the first option no matter its value. In our case, it's not even selecting the first one. Yeah, X in it. So we can remove this all from here. This as well. Ooh, please don't break. Okay, let's see. Ticket type 2. Cool. So that works. Finally, we have this. Now let's figure out like only when the t-shirt checkbox is checked, this should be visible. Okay. So that we can do. Same thing we can do for add-on as well later once we figure it out. Okay, fine. Let's just fix the indentation. Hmm. Now I want if this that, but this ginger template won't be rendered. So we directly can do X if the checkbox is checked, right? We can say, okay, now we have to inevitably, if I do false for now, you will see those are not visible, even if you check it because we haven't bound this to anything, right? So let's do the modeling now. For add-on in available or add-ons, okay. Uh, hmm. So the data structure looks like this, right? Can we do, because on the fly we can't add it like this. We'll say, okay, this empty string. When they check it, we can add it, of course. But where do we save these things, right? Where do we save that? Okay, this attendee wants a t-shirt. This attendee wants a meal, and that meal option is this. Hmm. So one way is we can mark it false by default. We can say, okay, whatever add-ons are available, right? By default, they should be false. Hmm. This is tricky because there won't be just one thing, right? So here is what is happening. If we go back, we have, let's say, attendee 0, right? And then he gets t-shirt. And attendee 1 gets a t-shirt and a meal. This guy gets SM, right? This guy gets XL, and the meal is veg. Now the issue is that, okay, this is attendee 1. As you saw, like while we were modeling the attendees, we couldn't on the fly just say, okay, now the form is there, you store data here. We need the data first, and then only we can bind it from the UI. Let's drink some water. Oh, we are already 1 hour now. Time goes by very fast. Hmm. This is the tricky part now. So what I was thinking is, if we could somehow say, okay, should we change the data structure to not putting everything in the things? Like we can either create a new. What I'm saying is we should not put everything inside attendees and create a new add-ons structure where it will say that, okay, these are the add-ons available. Fine. Let's say t-shirt, right? T-shirt, no, T-shirt. And then there is meal. And then we'll say, okay, there is a list. There is a list. There is a list. Which says attendee 0 wants this, attendee 1 wants that. So we can say list of lists 0 through SM. Let's see if it makes sense. Meal. Meal will be false for the first one. False, right? Null, whatever. Then true, wedge. And then here false, null. Doesn't matter. The second element doesn't matter. So in the backend, we'll send this list. It will look at iterate over this, and we'll see, okay, t-shirts 0, which will be add-ons of 0, right? Of 0 will give you t-shirt selection for attendee 0. Okay. And you just flip it, you will say, okay, t-shirt selection for attendee 1. Okay, this is a data structure I think we can go with, right? And it will be already populated. So by default, it will be false. So it will start at false, false and null, let's say. Or we can do empty string as well. So this is how it will start. Okay. This seems good. Let's not pollute attendees with this now. Add-ons handled separately. Because of course they are add-ons. You add it on top. It also makes sense when you say the description of it out loud. Hmm. So now again, we want to have that data. And how will we get this data that is in the backend, which says what all add-ons are available? This in the front end, right? We want this available add-ons. And I don't think in JavaScript we can write Jinja, as far as I know. Okay. Instead, what we can do is we can come here because store is available here. Okay. We can say on init of this thing, X was it? We want to set the available add-ons. You'll see, we have done it in quite some places before. So it's not under experts supervision stunt or anything. Booking form dot available add-ons is equal to JSON dot dump s. JSON dot dump s Jinja, of course. because this will be populated in the backend. Dump as available add-ons. Let's see, it won't work in one go. See, sort of things went away, but we'll figure out that what is happening. It has double quotation marks. That is why it doesn't work. Other than that, it has all the data. If you see, it tries to set the correct data. Hmm, what if we do this? Okay. Syntax error, unexpected N of input. No issues. For now, I'll just inspect this stuff. See, it's not working because still double quotation marks come on in the way. What if we do this? We don't dump it as JSON. It's JavaScript, right? How have we done it in that project? Let me just check it out. Exactly like that. But we did one trick that I can show. We converted this thing, the double quotation mark, into singles. Cool. Let's publish. Okay. Unexpected token this. Where is it? If I try to search for it, it's not there. If I see it in the tree, something's not right. Hmm. Oh, what we can do is, I think, let me just check again. Nope. Let's try some other way. You see how we have used it here is just like that, just like this. Available, not sizes, available add-ons. Yeah, here it is not working. If you see the exact same thing, we have, where is it? Oh, it's 2 years on. Something's not right with the data itself, I guess. What is happening? Yeah, let it be. Let's figure out another way of doing it. Let's start. Let's take a step back. What do we want? We want the available add-ons, right? Let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. Window dot available add-ons equal to JSON dot parse. I think we are nearing that. If you see JSON dot parse, I even don't think we need JSON dot parse now. Anyways, it's JSON, JavaScript object notation. Yes. Yes. We have the data right here. And then when Alpine initializes, we'll say available add-ons is window.available add-ons. Cool. Now if we go back, reload console, let's check the booking form. You see the available add-ons. Yes, t-shirt and meal. Nice. This was tricky. The data structure itself is tricky. So now we can go back and add-ons. This is the data structure we can form now. That will be add-ons. Hmm. And this be a function to start with. Cool. And fine. So yes, you can initialize this on init. So we'll say init. We're pretty sure we will have available add-ons by then. So we can just iterate over for let add-on in this dot. So the first thing is to get it working, right? I'm not just thinking about an efficient solution right now. I want to get it working. Then we will probably, the brain will process something and then we'll have, okay, we could have done it this way. Then it will come. Right now I'm just pushing so we can get it working. So that's the data structure add-ons dot push, not append. Let's not make the same mistake again. We'll say that this will be add-ons dot name, right, is equal to an empty list, then false null. Let's see what this gets us. Let's publish. Yeah, it didn't work. Add-ons is not defined. This dot add-ons. Yep. Now let's inspect the store handler add-ons undefined and then okay. What is available add-ons? Oh, it doesn't have the name. Huh. Oh, that's an easy fix. We got everything about the add-on except the name. Now we have the name. Publish. Still undefined. Off, off, off. Hmm. Yes. See, is the idea of the add-on. There's no the title. But now if you see, we have false null, which is the wanted. Just one last thing we have to do on this logic part is whenever this number of attendee changes, we want to also update the add-ons. Okay. We'll say add-ons dot booking form state dot add-ons dot push. Each add-on will have to push. So this will be a nested loop now. For I don't like this data structure. I'm going to rethink it later. Let add-on off add-on add-ons push this. So a new false null. Okay. Very unreadable code. Trust me, I will have to refactor it. Just one last leg. We got 40 minutes. Cool. For add-on in this. Where the add-on name will come. And then we'll have to say okay. This of add-on. Cool. Same thing down below. Cannot read properties of undefined. Oh wait, add-ons is a list of dictionaries. Add- Add-on is an object. Okay, and that object is so let's clean up the data structure. I don't like it. Add-ons should be a dictionary, and then you will say this dot add-ons equal to this. Okay, and now it is. So when you loop over it, it will give you the key of it, I think. And then add-ons of add-on will work. Cool, let's save, publish two. It worked. As you can see now, the expected thing is there. Two add-ons were processed. add-ons, this. See, now we have the state, or we can wire it into the things now. Finally. So from here, we will say, where is it? So we'll need the index as well. How do we get the index from export? Accessing indexes like this. Okay. See, so we'll have the index so we can work around it. Cool. Let's go to the add-ons for add-on in available add-ons and this input, right? We will bind to. Hmm. We will bind to, will bind to what? That is why we can't do it in the backend. We are doing it in the backend right now. Or can we using loop.index? But no, it doesn't make sense. Oh, this loop is not. Ah, got it. This loop is for rendering the add-ons. Too much nesting. I will refactor it after this episode. Let's get it, just get it working for now. I don't want to refactor right now, otherwise it will take another hour. We just have 30 minutes and we have to click the pay button and book. Let's do this. So we'll have loop.index, that is fine. But this select has to be bound to something. This input and checkbox, right? Will bind to X model store dot booking form dot add-ons of this add-on name, which will come from the backend. Add-on dot name. Good, good. We are getting somewhere. So we are saying, okay, this add-on, the person, right, which is the index, that's it. That's it. Index of 0. Why 0? Because if you look at the data structure, 0 is true and false. The checkbox value and the input value. The checkbox value and the input value. So the first thing I bound was the checkbox value. The next thing I want to bind is, I'll copy this. Uh, Mine is on now. Come to select and we'll bind it to 1. A lot of things are going to crash. Yes, this is not defined because it won't put it inside a string. So let's put it inside a string. Same here. It's getting that value though. That's assuring. Okay, everything. Yeah, these checkboxes are there. But how do I check the value of? Oh, okay. Let's check handler add-ons true. This is false. Okay, if I get t-shirt as well, both should be true now. Not attendees, add-ons. Both are true. And now let's get this checkboxes working. We have bounded, but they are inside a never visible div. Easy now. You can just copy this piece and say if this is true. Well, this will be true or false depending on the checkbox. T-shirt, meal. It worked. It worked. Fine. Fine, I think it works. This was the all the so when framework does all the dynamic link fields and link fields, don't take it for granted. A lot of jQuery that is going and fetching your metadata, dynamically doing this, doing that. But yeah, finally this is working now. Very fragile, but working. We can go and add two and see they have their own state, so you can buy a meal, non-veg. Let's proceed. Let's work on the summary area now. So summary will need what? So if you see this piece is done, we are good. Booking summary. We are not good, we are good to go. Who knows we are good on? Average maybe. But yeah, that's how the world is. You have to become good. Slowly, slowly. 1% a day. Mm-hmm. Water, water. We need the prices. So for add-ons, we have the prices globally available. Let's see where the ticket prices are, and then we'll be good to go. So if I go back to the client script, you will see we have add-ons, which is a dictionary. Now we can say, okay, give me the price for a t-shirt. It will give you. But the for the ticket type, what if instead of the name, it is the whole object itself? We can then parse it. Can we not? We can. We say TT JSON. Let's copy this. Or we just need the price, right? We can add another attribute and then we'll be easily able to get it in the JS side. Anyway, let's try our luck if it works or not. Let's log the booking form and check the ticket type. Ticket type is broken. Yes, it's broken. Parapa, parapa. Let's try one last try using this. Add failed. Yeah, failed spectacularly. So let's do one thing. We'll say value is whatever is what it was before. If we get the ticket type name, we can use the same trick we used here. Window dot available ticket types, and then we can available ticket types, have JSON, publish, available add-ons, available ticket types. Okay. I'm following the same pattern. So when we solve or clean it up, we can clean it up together. Yes. So available ticket types is empty dictionary. And then in the init, we'll say for let tt of window dot available ticket types. It's a list of dictionaries. So we'll get one dictionary, and then we can just say this dot available ticket types of tt dot name equal to tt. Nice. Publish it. Everything is working. Now let's work on the summary very fast. Where is builder? Where did not even details? We want booking. Yeah, summary. So summary we can I think design with builder. Let's check how it looks like. Can we design it with builder? Is yeah, tickets can be one section. Add-ons, there is a condition, but that condition evaluates in the backend, not the front end, I guess. If we do this, right? Summary, enter aligned. And yeah, somehow I need the summary here, right? So let's do one thing. And what is time now? 4:45. About 15 minutes. I can define functions here. Okay. I can say get summary, right? And this will give me some summary, which will have a lot of things. Okay. I think we can do this to add getters. If I go back to data, getters. Yes. We can say get this and this will return this. Okay, fine. So we'll say get summary, booking summary. Let's go. Okay, it's already called booking form. Let's get the summary. So what all do we need as part of the summary? That all we will return from here. So we need um, for let attendee of attendees, right? We'll say cons amount by ticket types equal to a dictionary. So this is for storing this first piece. Okay. So we'll say if attendee dot ticket type in doesn't work here. Hmm. Let's see if ChatGPT can complete this or Cloud complete complete this get summary function. I want to return how many, what's the total amount for each ticket type. Okay. And for the add-ons, I need also for each add-on how many what do you say? Add-ons are purchase of each type and their amount. So if ticket type, this is what I wanted. And we are pretty sure ticket type will always be there. So let's just paste it in. What else? It's fit. That could be useful. Add-on name in this dot add-ons is selected and state. Is selected and state not equal to null. It took it all wrong. That is fine because it didn't have much context. We also need the prices. So let's do it step by step. I'll just for now return tickets equal to amount by ticket types. Okay. Then I need the amount, not the count. Okay. So where is the price? This will be plus equal this dot available ticket type of attendee dot ticket type dot price. Let's hit save. Let's go back, publish this, get the store from the store summary. Attendees is not defined. Okay, let's fix that. Okay, summary. It returns the tickets. So, okay, VIP ticket 1000. That is what it's trying to say. Okay. So we need the title as well. Should be easy now. So we'll say this is the ticket type. If not there, it should be empty this. If it is there, then we will set it to amount. Okay. And we will set its title to you can set it just once because we need it in the front end to render stuff. Let's go back, get the summary dot tickets, target, VIP, amount is NN. Huh, what did I do? Yeah, yeah, VIP 1000. And we also need the count. That is also straightforward now. That's done then. Okay. Now I want to show it here. Okay. Because we are inside X data, we can just add a text field here. Okay. We'll call it, and we can't have a repeater because it's not happening in the backend. So again, we resort to normal HTML. Now I'm rethinking whether I should have done it in Frappe Builder. That is fine. Let's make it exist and then we can improve over it. We can add one more container here. Yes. Summary. And this summary can be inside this. Okay. We don't need this anymore. Okay. So now we have access to the store and let's get the summary. So that will be okay. Template export ticket type of ticket type in $ store dot booking form dot what was it? Send on summary dot tickets. That is what I want, right? Right. And then inside this, I'll say we should have expanded it before. Yes, I want a p tag for now that says x text equal to, you can call it tt. How to iterate over objects? Let's see, Alpine. X for value index. So value and index in car. So this will be tt and tt name. Okay. So this will be tt dot, okay, amount tt dot count, and then this won't be dynamic. This will be okay. Just says VIP and nothing else. If I do two VIP, it still doesn't say anything and it's still one. This one is tt dot title x tt dot count tt dot amount. Uh, okay, summary dot tickets. How does it look like? Also amount, right? Hmm. This is coming from somewhere else. What is happening? It was coming from the counter. Ah, but this VIP still is something that's bugging me. Oh, wait, we did the same mistake again. Template should have exactly one children. This was also a limitation in view at some point in time. If you see VIP, one ticket, 1,000 rupees. Okay. See. And if I do two of this, 2000 rupees. This is what this is what I wanted. If you do one again, it should go back to one. It deleted the whole thing. Okay, we found a bug. Fine, I'll fix it later. So if you do two, three, change it to normal. Normal is zero. Cool. Works then. And then we need a total. Yes. Let's also do one thing. Let's also get the price. Okay. So what do I want right now? What was I doing? I wanted the add-on summary as well. Add-ons by types equal to this for let add-on of add-on of add-ons this dot add-on. So whatever is the state add-ons. Okay. This dot add-ons is a dictionary. So we'll say how does add-ons look like? Yeah, they're a dictionary. So we'll get the name of the add-on. And if that add-on is not yet accounted for, we can say dot add-on is equal to in sending the whole object. We can summarize it. How do we calculate that? We need the price. Add-on count, very similar to what we did for the ticket type, 0. And then the amount is also 0, right? But now we will have to iterate over the inner list of the add-on, right? There's one add-on, we set it to this. Now we say for let attendee of add-on. I'm not proud of this code. Whatever this add-on is, right? We'll say this can be the add-on itself. No, wait. Let it be empty dictionary for now. We'll analyze it. Add-on types of add-on of count plus equal, right? When do we want to increase the count? When this add-on of 0, right? When this a of 0 is true, then else this. So remember the data structure? So if the attendee has purchased this, then only true, else false. Okay. Similarly, we'll do amount as well. If they have purchased it, it will be the amount. Where do we get the price from? This dot add available add-ons of add-on of price. And then the add-ons is add-ons by type. Hit save. Let's go back. Publish. Error. Cannot read the properties of undefined price. Any apparent error that we might have made? This dot available add-ons is window dot available add-ons, which is a list and not a dictionary. We could do the same here. We can say available add-ons add-ons map add-ons map add-on dot name equal to add-on. So now that map will give us the price. Count 10. No. Amount 10,000. The amount is coming correct, but the count is wrong. It's console.log add-on. This is okay. We are iterating over each letter of that add-on. We have to iterate over this. See, complex data structure difficult to maintain live on stream. Okay, they should both be 0. Yes, and now when I purchase a t-shirt, Excel, get the summary. One t-shirt, 200 rupees. Finally. Then now I can go back, quickly jump to the summary. Summary. We'll say template, AA, AA name, AO, add-on name, dot add ons. Does it have a title? No, it just has a count and an amount. Let's fix that first. I'll be back after a break. Where is it? Yeah, let's get this. Oh, title, price. So add-on types. Okay. Just meal t-shirt. Hey. Yeah, yeah. 1 and 1. Cool. Let's AO dot count, AO dot amount. P tag, add-ons, publish changes. So we have to ignore the 001s. That is fine. I want a t-shirt and a meal. So one meal, 1,000, one t-shirt, 200, VIP 2 tickets. No, I want a normal ticket. So normal this, add on one. And once I'm back, we'll see how we can show the total and finally book it. Today we have to anyways get it to that payment page. Where were we? Where was the struggle? Yeah, this. So let's first fix this thing. We'll say this becomes this. So count into price. So let's change this to a span. Right now they're all coming on a different line. Span, span, span. This P will be wrapping all of it. And then this count will come here. And this will be the price. Okay. Similarly, we can copy the whole P tag. AO, AO, AO. Yeah. With the changes, things are gone because again we made the same mistake, I guess. Text, tt dot title span, tt dot amount, tt dot price, tt dot title. Everything looks good. The summary is H2 tickets, and then it also becomes H2, at least some restriction. Hmm. Oh, wait, yeah, I know what will happen. This also needs to go inside a span. Same here. But this is overriding everything that's inside it. Cool. Yeah, tickets, VIP, 1 in 2000, 1000. Add-ons, t-shirt, 0 into 200, 0, 0 into 1000, 0. In case of tickets, right? If I do two of this, normal, I want it to show 0 into 0. But in case of add-ons, if the count is 0, I want to show 0 in any case, right? If I make it 1, it goes away because some logic is broken somewhere. But you go to 3 and then normal, then go back. Yeah, it goes away. T-shirt, XL doesn't matter. Let's do 3 people. That is broken. We'll figure it out. Probably something to do with our slice. Meal, T-shirt. Yeah, there is some label for issues. We'll have to give them unique names. Hmm. That's fine, but the summary seems to be working. And we'll add a if here. We'll say this also becomes a template. It says X if AO dot count greater than 0. Let's see. If there is an add-on, then only it will show up. Nice. Vegetarian. non-vegetarian. Two people. I want a t-shirt. That issue. Let's fix that issue now. That is due to your attendant details and this raw alpine form. Here, wherever we're giving it a name, right? Where is it? Where is it? Yes, this. So we have a label. It says for add-on name, add-on name, and then we also have to give the index, which means this will be dynamic. We'll say this is dynamic, and this becomes dollar sign. Think what is it? Index? Yes. And same will be the name. Yes, ID with this. Publish changes. Two tickets. If you click this t-shirt, doesn't work. Inspect. Okay. Oh yeah, this is not bound. This syntax should have worked as well. Yes, works. Okay, that is fixed. So now we want the total. Okay. The total will be nothing but, let's run this up, get summary, get total. This will be return this dot, we'll say this dot summary, or we can return it in the summary itself. We'll say, okay, total is this thing of amount plus this thing of amount. But wait. It's not that easy. Not that easy. This amount will give us, it's not that straightforward. That is why I was doing it differently. Aha. So each of these dictionaries have like a lot of different ticket types. We want a total of all of them. So const summary equal to this dot summary, and then let total equal to 0. Again, backend will calculate it, but this just for the UX. So we'll say for let ticket type of summary dot amount by ticket types, total plus equal TT of amount, for let add-on of summary dot add-on by types, total plus equals add-on. Return the total. Cool. Let's try to display it now. H2 total will be a p tag with its text equal to summary dot, not summary, we have it in booking form dot total. Let's see, there is no total right now. Probably we did some mistake somewhere. Amount by ticket types is not iterable. Yeah, it works. Okay. VIP of 1 into 1000 is 1000 and the total is 0. Clearly, something is wrong with our logic. So, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Console.log pt. Console log isn't running. Let's just console log this then. 00 ticket amount 1000 count 1, and this is undefined. What is undefined? There is another console log. I think this is undefined. What if I do off, gone, gone forever? Let's do one thing. Is it printing or not? Summary is dot add-on dot tickets. Oh, no, 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 no. What did we do? What did we do? Haha, silly mistake. These are not the names of this. And this was correct, I guess. What I wanted was this is tickets, 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 just add-ons, just add-ons. 1,000, correct. T-shirt, 1,200. Meal, 2,200. Another person comes in, he wants a t-shirt, he wants a normal ticket. Okay, so 1,000 um, plus 400, 1,400, 2,400. Correct. So the calculation is correct now. And now let's begin the last leg of this, the button click. Let's give it an ID of pay button is already there. Let's remove this. Pay button dot click. Now we'll have to handle that piece. So instead, what we can do is we can do it in Alpine too. Because all the data is already with Alpine. So it makes sense. So what I will say is a click, right? Call some function, $ store dot booking form dot submit, right? What did I say? Submit. So we'll have to create a function there. Let's go back and create a function. Get summary, get total, submit, console.log, submitting the data. Let's preview JavaScript console, submitting the data. Nice, we are near the almost there. And script. Are Frappe things available? Frappe dot only CSRF token is available. That will be required to make a fetch request. Otherwise, nothing is available. So that's fine. Let's go back, go to client script. We will say instead of submit, we already have the data. So this dot attendee, this dot that, we can get the data. But where in the backend should it go? Right? Let's check if we have an endpoint for it. We had a okay, get payment link for booking. That was there, but this only works after a booking is created. So we need to create a booking first, and that booking is with add-on and everything. So we'll have to create a API file. Control Shift A, API.py, import Frappe, def process booking, and I don't want Copilot to do anything. Just shut up and sit there. Process booking. So this will take the attendees, which will be a list of dictionaries. This will take and will whitelist it, of course. This will take add-ons, right? Which will also be it will be the reverse dictionary of list. Dictionary of unless, which will return a string. I'll tell you why. What we will do is we'll create the booking first. Okay. Okay. Let's go to Frappe events.localhost/app booking add-on ticket add-on list. Okay. Booking. You can create add-ons on the fly. You can create a utility for it as well. Okay. T-shirt value, and then rest is either we can set it or it fetches attendee ticket add-on. Okay. Let's keep it here. Then the other is event booking. Okay. So I'll create a frappe.new doc event booking equal to booking dot insert. Something goes wrong, that is fine. And then finally, what I will do is I will say payments event dot frappe dot event dot payments will get this. Yes. What does this take? Booking ID, which will be booking dot name. And then we will return it. Yes, exactly. If everything goes right, booking will be created, and then we can share a payment link with them. And notice this takes a booking ID. No front end can't fake backend. It will do its own calculation, right? Because front end is in the control of the user. They can make an API call directly from the browser console. All the amount calculations should also happen in the backend. Okay, this can be moved here. So yeah, for attendee in attendees, we'll add it, and I still don't like this data structure. Fine. Anyways, so before insert, we'll have to say booking dot append for attendee in attendees pass. And let's pull up Bruno and I prepare a data structure. I want to test it locally. I can't do it like push to Frappe Cloud, then test, and then whatever. Event load localhost, then this becomes already have headers. Yes, I have them in place. So I can say events.api.process events.api.process booking validation failed. Type error. I knew it because we didn't set the correct things. Let's do this. Attendees is a list of dictionaries. Full name is John. Email John at email. Ticket type. Ticket type is one, let's say. Then there will be add-ons, and we can see how they look like. They are a dictionary, I think. Let's check in the front end. Yes, and then it's a list of list. True non-vegetarian, true null. This shouldn't be the case. True Excel, true non-vegetarian. Okay, there was some issue with the selection. Again, that issue, if you remember, right? Let's fix it, otherwise it will surprise us again. The issue was it was not setting, we had to manually set it using X in it. Yeah, we'll have to do this for this select as well. And say this is very, very ugly. Yes, now let's check add-ons. False null, t-shirt, meal, true S, true vegetarian, true vegetarian. So this will look like this. So it will be a dictionary and then the add-on name. So let's fetch one add-on name from our locals. Add-on, we did add-on list, meal box, copy this and this, 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 two, and then non-vegetarian. Okay. So this is the data structure that we'll send in the backend. User file does not have enough permission to access event booking. I will ignore permission. Ignore permission equal to true. Later on, when we evolve this more, we can create a role and assign it to the user of the portal. Right now, I'm just trying to ignore it. So we'll have attendees and then we'll have add-ons for add-on name, comma, add-on details, right? In add-ons dot items, because it's a dictionary, will pass. This is how the backend look like. And now let's process it. So add-ons we can directly append, right? Attendees we can directly append. You can say booking dot append to which child table? Attendees. What is the value? Attendee. This should work. And now, how about this? We will have to create a ticket add-on on the fly. So we'll say, but the data structure is very weird. Let's make sure it's correct, at least in the backend, because we have complete control. And for this guy can come in handy. I want this to be like this. No, 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 no. This should just be okay. However, this data structure looks like. Where is it? Add on. I can't search for it because I did that. We can go into booking and get an add-on from here. It's submitted, so we'll have to duplicate add-ons. I want to convert this data structure to something that is more intuitive. So I want it to be attendee wise, right? So I can create one add-on for them. So I want this to be add-on, this, this, then value is non-vegetarian. Add on this, value is Excel, comma. Yes, this is exactly what I want. So the first person has selected this add-on with non-vegetarian and Excel. The second person has selected this add-on with I will refactor the front end to have this as well somehow. But yeah, let's see ChatGPT. Ha ha ha. Is it this only? If it is there, append this to this. Let's return booking dot add-ons. I don't think we need this. I'll just let it be processed add-ons. And I won't do anything else. Return the processed add-ons. That's it. Let's remove this for now. See, add on this value vegetarian. If I add a second guy and say full name, Jenny, email is jenny@gmail.com, ticket type is 1, and add-ons become false. Doesn't matter, whatever goes here. It should have given me an empty dictionary for the second person, which it didn't. What if there is a third person? Pick up, vet, and then the third guy gets vegetarian too. See, so now the issue is this will be assigned to the second guy. Else, let's see. See, null. What happens if we have multiple add-ons? Unnecessary complication. Hmm. ChatGPT doesn't do what you asked it to do. Again, I'll have to do it manually, I guess. So it says iterate over it. Let's see if a little hint solves the problem. Take a hint, come on. SML, XML, this is even worse. From this, see, even ChatGPT can't help because we have a wrong data structure. Let's do one thing. Let's ignore the add-ons for now. I will fix it offline. We don't have much time. Let's just insert this and return the payment link. Okay. Type error. Because why mess our front end, back end for the front end? Let's check the logs. 500 doesn't give any error. Type error. What is the issue? Oh, this can't be the issue. Yes, still type error. What is happening? Mhm. Just remove all the types. Still doesn't pass. It's not giving any. Oops, even a simple that thing is not working. Hmm. Hmm. So probably the type error is coming from this type error. No, this is coming from here. Insert Frappe type error. Error changed. So then is it coming from here? Frappe type error. Come on. Let's second. Okay, that's it. I'm now done with this thing. Type error. So attendee is okay. Full name, email, ticket type. Is ticket type the issue? Attendee, ticket type, int. Is this the issue? Nope, this wasn't the issue. Anyways, my brain is tired now, so let's close. What is the issue here? Nope, nope, nope. Give me something, some log somewhere. Am I even getting the attendees correct? Correct. Okay, we need additional information. We need the event, but that's not a good enough reason for event is event booking dot user is frappe dot session dot user tabs. Was this an issue? No. If I don't do insert also it's coming. So it's not an issue with this thing. Full name, email, ticket type. Okay. Full name, email, ticket type. Currency is INR, that is fine. Okay, fine, let's close it here. One more episode.